Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Dayane. Once the world was overburdened by the unnecessary defense force of different kings.
were actually demons that were posing themselves as the royal order. At that time, the whole world became perturbed. And the predominating deity of this earth, known as Bhumi, went to see Lord Brahma to tell of her calamities due to the demonic kings. Bhumi assumed the shape of a cow and presented herself before Lord Brahma with tears in her eyes. She was bereaved and was weeping just to invoke the Lord's compassion. She related the calamitous position of the earth, and after hearing this, Lord Brahma became much aggrieved, and he at once started for the ocean of milk, where Lord Vishnu resides. Lord Brahma was accompanied by all the demigods, headed by Lord Shiva, and Bhumi also followed. Arriving on the shore of the milk ocean, Lord Brahma began to pacify the Lord Vishnu, who formerly saved the earthly planet by assuming the transitive form of a boar. In the Vedic mantras, there is a particular type of prayer called Purusha Shukta. Generally, the demigods offer their obeisances unto Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by chanting the Purusha Shukta. It is understood therein that the predominating deity of every planet can see the Supreme Lord of this universe, Brahma, whenever there is some disturbance in his planet. And Brahma can approach the Supreme Lord Vishnu not by seeing him directly, but by standing on the shore of the ocean. Material life is full of frustration. We're trying to improve the condition of our existence, but we're failing on and on. We're trying to survive here forever, but we're failing. We try to be happy, but all we get is misery. And we try to get knowledge, but we always get misguided by some rascal philosophers, some rascal Swami or yogi, some rascal guru. So now we become frustrated and we scoff at God. What is this God? What is this nonsense Krishna? What is this nonsense? I am suffering like anything, so Krishna must also be suffering. In order to improve my situation, in order to stop my suffering, I'm trying to be the Lord and Master of the material energy. Right? Like the scientists who try to make life eternal. They are so foolish that they think that they can make life out of matter. They try to conquer the material energy. They try to be the master of material energy. But that is foolishness. They're failing. All of them are failing. So we have this foolish conception that Krishna is also trying to be the controller, trying to control us. Like you see that eye, right? That God is depicted as the eye in the triangle. You know, the scary eye just peeking and checking what you're doing, controlling every single thing. You can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. How long can you go on like that with that conception of God? That God, a rascal God, is punishing and wants to stop pleasure. How long can you go on like that with that silly God? So people are giving up religion because they hate God. They don't hate God, but they hate the twisted conception of God that is being presented by rascals and fools who are envious of God. By the grace of Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, were situated in a point. We're situated in a point of history where this conception is about to be completely demolished by the Krishna consciousness movement. We're presenting the real God, Krishna. Krishna. What is Krishna? What does it mean? What does the word Krishna mean? Yeah. What does it mean?
God.
Yeah, but it has also a particular meaning.
All attractive.
All attractive. That's right. So he's the most beautiful. He's the most pronounced. He's the most rich. He's the most strong. The most famous. What else?
6 opulences. So Krishna possesses all these opulences simultaneously and unlimitedly. So he doesn't need to control us. He doesn't need us. He doesn't need us at all. At all, he doesn't need us. So when he comes out of his pleasure. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. Whenever there's a discrepancy in this conception of God, when people become misguided by these rascal gurus who present God like that, when they cut you off from God, then they can control you. See? Then they themselves can become so-called God and fools, so many other fools. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, this world is a combination of cheaters and cheaters. The cheaters are there because you want to be cheated. They come on your order. So Krishna doesn't need to control. He's not like that. He's not a bully, not a rascal. Krishna is full of ananda. And when he comes here, he wants to attract us back to that unlimited dimension of the spiritual world, Goloka Vrindavan, where there's unlimited pleasure. And there's no more of this controlling. I control you, you control me, and we control together, one after another. There's none of this there. Life in the spiritual world is full of freedom, the real freedom, and full of individuality. Our individuality is covered by so many impersonal conceptions. See, the Mayavadis, the impersonalists, they claim that when Krishna comes, he becomes subjected to the material laws. They're so foolish. They don't understand that when we speak of God, he is the supreme. Jai.
Some more chutney? No. Kasha? No.
Sabji.
Yeah, the only thing that we can't touch is the things that they go to the kitchen. Like we can, because everything that we eat with is contaminated. Okay. So we keep it separate. So if you serve someone, you just like make sure your mouth is clean and your hands are clean. You need to wash it up. Yeah, and you don't touch. Even like if I have something spoon, if like you try to take it with a spoon that you eat with, it's like contaminated. Right? So, yeah, like that's really awesome about the serving, because like you just sit and eat. Like, you don't need to like. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,